Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is your favorite reviewer, and I am here to talk about something actually not movie related. I'm doing my first review on The Walking Dead. I haven't bothered doing a review on The Walking Dead in quite some time because honestly hasn't been worth doing a review on. But last season caught my eye, and I have the review down below uh, on the death of Jesus. If you guys haven't watched it, that's a good episode to watch. And sorry for spoiling it, but probably most people haven't been keeping up. But it wasn't the fact that a main character died, but how they died that interests me. So I started picking it back up, and I was watching the newer episodes to catch up. And so far, it's really good. For fans of the comic book, there is an arc called The Whisperers, which they're covering right now, which brings the show back to how it originally started, more about the zombies and less about the people fighting each other. Now, so far, it's been a very good season. That the zombie work has been pretty stellar. The story writing has gotten a lot better. It still suffers from one thing, though, that the show has been suffering for about 6 years now, which is the pacing in the show is very slow, especially the scene where they're all talking and the drama is happening. But it's a lot better than it used to be. And the action is a lot more fast paced, and the story of the characters is scaled back a bit to show the impending threat that is coming. Now, what I like about the Whisperers is, unlike most villains that have appeared on the show, they are integrated in the zombie herd. So you don't know who's a zombie and who's a person. They literally wear the skin of the zombies on them. They wear their face and they stitch it to themselves, which is quite a terrifying concept. And because of how they move and they walk, the zombies let them walk with their herd. This makes for an interesting dynamic going forward. And thus far, where I'm at in the story, there is an impending threat to all of the communities. If you've been a little behind in the show, all of the communities have gotten together and they have formed one giant community trying to work together and trade and whatnot. For this season, they all have their own issues going on. And if anyone followed the newer seasons, one of my personal favorite characters, Negan, is going on his own little journey, and it's been quite fascinating. The thing I like about this arc in the story, as opposed to ones that have come before it, in story I do mean the comic books, is that these villains are far more threatening. They're broken up into a caste type system, old school. Think of wolves in a sense. There is the beta, omega, and alpha. Anyone who doesn't know the structure of wolves, the beta is the lowest one, kind of like the low man on the totem pole. The omega is the second in command, and the alpha leads the pack. And that's kind of how the characters for the Whisperers work. Why they're called the Whisperers is because in the dead they talk very low, and you can hear them. It sounds like the zombies are talking, but it's really people mixed in with the zombies. This is a great season, and honestly, you really don't have to watch anything that's come before it because most of the main cast is gone and or leaving from the story. Where they're going with this, I don't know. But from what I've read online, they're wanting to do 10 seasons or 11 seasons of the show. I heard some talks of 14 seasons. I honestly don't think the show will run that long just because of the viewership has dropped significantly from when the show first started. So it'll be interesting to see if this new format plays well with fans or people who have never watched the show. If you haven't watched a show, I urge you maybe start at season 8 and then go into the newer seasons. Maybe you can go back to season 7 just to see a little bit of who these people are and pick it up from there. But phenomenal acting so far. It's really brought it back to where it was. Not as boring as it used to be. And it's a great time to start getting into the show. So that's my review 4 shows as far as it goes. I'll be doing a review on the show You. I'm just kind of getting all my notes together for that. And I eventually want to do a review on a throwback movie, which I had gotten suggested from one of my fans down below. So thank you very much for that suggestion. I'm doing a review on the classic 1998 film Stargate, which is one of my personal favorites, which stars James Spader and Kurt Russell. And I will be actually writing notes for that because I want to tell why this is such a great film and why the younger audience should watch it. And I will also be doing a review on Isn't It Romantic because I went to see that movie, and I've got a few other ones that I will be covering on the channel. I do plan on doing a more in-depth review for How to Train Your Dragon, but I'm unfortunately have to wait till it comes out because of something I signed during the pre-screening. I am not allowed to tell any details of the film because it is not released until next week. So until then, thank you very much for the support. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and there's a little buzzard on the corner that will let you be notified of every time that I post a video. Thank you. I'm up to 46 subscribers right now. I originally started at 9, so my channel is catching. And a new and exciting feature I will be adding is I'll be doing a segment called The Counterpoint with a friend of mine from work where we talk about a new film that's come out and one of us likes it and one of us hates it and we tell you the reason why. Um, it actually started because we were arguing with each other back and forth because we work at the same place and people said, hey, you should record this because it's kind of funny. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to argue a movie for all of you guys, and then you guys can decide whether or not you like it. The first movie we're going to be doing is Battle Angel Alita, and I'm getting with my friend, and we're going to decide on when we're going to record that. He's going to do it on his phone, so I've got to upload it to my channel, so it's going to take a little bit. But thank you for everyone who supports me, and I really appreciate having all of you guys as viewers. Please tell everyone you know about this channel. And until next time,